My name's Richard Neville. I'm a Senior Product Development Manager at Catz. I've been working with them for a very long time now. Great team of people, and I look after many of the products that we make at Catz. So today we have the new R.A.T Pro X that we've announced it at CES. We've just announced we're taking pre-orders because we're about to start shipping this now. So this is the latest evolution or revolution of what we've done previously with the R.A.T range. So we've taken quite a long time to analyze all the feedback we've had on our existing products. And we really think we've done something which has gone leaps and bounds ahead of what anyone else is doing in the gaming mouse market. Just when looking at it, you can see it's a generational leap above and beyond what we've done previously. So I think I'll start with just the two main things that really are world firsts, never been done before on a gaming mouse at all. The first thing is that the sensor module can be removed. At launch, we are shipping this with 3 different sensors, not in the same box. We're shipping 3 different versions of the mouse. One is using the best optical sensor that's available on the market today. It's the Pixart PMW3310. It's the one that all the hardcore gamers say that's the sensor we're going to use. We're also shipping with the Pixart 18S 9800 laser. That's the one that just about all the mouse companies use at the moment. So we want to have that. So for those guys who want that same sensor, they've got that as an option. And then the third sensor is the latest version of the Philips twin eye laser that we've been using in the R.A.T range since the start. But it's the latest version. It's 8200 DPI. They've brought in loads of adjustable features on it as well. The idea being that people usually have to choose the mouse based on the sensor they want. Now they can choose a mouse and get whichever sensor they want. Of course, the fact that it's removable means that it's also future-proof. When you decide in 6 months' time we can release a new sensor with a new like 12,000 DPI or 16,000 DPI, better tracking rate, whatever you want to do, we can just release that. You buy that from our store for a minimal price, and you just slot it into your mouse, and away you go. No one's ever done that before, so that's a world first. The other world first is the scroll wheel. We have literally reinvented the scroll wheel. And that's obvious when you realize you can do that. Now there's a few reasons for being able to do this. The first is that the scroll wheel can be removed. In the box, there's a whole bunch of parts that you can get with the product. You have 2 more wheels here. You have a rubber one, another metal one. Now the reason why this one is slightly thinner is for one of the other new features. And that is we have introduced an analog stray function into the scroll wheel. It actually moves left or right. Now that's not digital like mice have been previously. It's an analog axis. And the original thinking for that was coming from places like the lean function in first-person shooters, which at the moment is a digital function. You're either looking straight up or like that. There's no in between, there's no gradient. So with the analog strafe, you can peek around a corner slowly to make sure you're not exposing your entire body to being shot by your enemies. So that's an absolute world first. No one's ever done that on a mouse before. The other feature that you can do when you lift up this wheel is the click strength of the scroll wheel. So every time that you click through and you get a detent to scroll up and down a page, that's adjustable as well. So with the tool that it comes with the mouse, there's the red screw there. You can just increase or decrease that feeling. So you can either have it so it's a really hard click or nothing at all. So you can actually say, because we don't all game all the time, well, not all the time, but when you're scrolling through a long web page or a long document, sometimes you just want to freewheel that mouse, you can do that. Because of the design of the mouse as well, we can't use the standard encoder that is always used in a scroll wheel. So what we've had to do is use an optical sensor. Now that also means that it's got great longevity, it's not going to fail on you. You will always get a scroll response when you scroll that mouse. So that's all world first stuff. We have reinvented the scroll wheel. Going further into the mouse, we still have some of the features that we had on the R.A.T 7. So we still have the length adjustment, we still have replaceable palm rests that change the feel or the height of the mouse. But new for this product is we have also introduced the ability to change the angle of the palm rest by just lift it up and you move it over. And that way you can really get it so it fits into the palm of your hand nicely, increases the comfort level. You can really tune this mouse to feel exactly as you want it to. We've still got the replaceable parts. You've got the standard thumb rest. There's another one that's slightly wider and angles things out if you like a wider feel on your mouse. We've got the pinky rest that's replaceable. There's two more here as well. We have the standard pinky rest that is like on a normal mouse. We also have the pinky rest that enables you to have something you can actually rest your pinky finger on rather than dragging on the desk. And also new for the mouse here is we have one with a wing. And the idea being that when you are moving the mouse a lot and you're lifting it up all the time, you've got added grip to make sure that that mouse always comes with you when you're going. So you can see that we're really listening to the feedback of the consumers, the gamers, everyone who speaks to us and tells us the problems with the mouse. That also goes to how we've put this mouse together and the overall weight of the product. So one of the pieces of criticism we had with the R.A.T 7 was that it was a bit too heavy. It was about 157 grams without any weights added. We did have weights you could add in so you could make it heavier. So what we've done is we just took that mouse to pieces and analyzed every single part that's in the mouse to see what the weight is and then work out where we can remove weight. So every single thing has been designed to make sure that this mouse is as light as it can possibly be. Because of course when a mouse is light, you've got no inertia, you know that when you move it fast, it's always going to go with you, you're going to get great response in your games. So the chassis, that was an aluminium pressed sheet on the R.A.T 7. This is now a magnesium alloy chassis that's 3D molded. Everything builds off of that. And that magnesium alloy is about 30% lighter than aluminium. So again, that's just another place where we're cutting the weight out. Anything we can do to make it stronger, so we've actually used a carbon fiber sheet here on the thumb rest. It's lightweight, it's also very, very rigid. You know it's not going to break on you. So overall, we have removed all the weight from the mouse, so we're now down at around 110 grams. So it's just marginal gains to make sure that when you put it all together, you get a product that is just so much better. And finally, going back to the bottom of the mouse, we have the ability now to replace the feet very easily. One of the things that you find with a lot of gaming mice with the Teflon or PTFE feet is that they wear out pretty quickly, especially if you're using a hard plastic mat with a rough texture on it. We do supply those with the mouse, and they're easily snapped on and off. It's all done with the power of magnets. So we have those, but if that's your preference, that's what you're going to use. But what we think is the better option is the ceramic feet. Now the ceramic feet are even lower friction than the PTFE, and they're brilliant, especially on the hard surface like a plastic mouse mat or a metal mat or even a wooden desk. They are absolutely perfect for that, and it's very easy to snap them on and off. But even if you do want to carry on using the PTFE feet and say they do wear out on you, having this means it's really easy to replace them. That's the whole point. Normally with a gaming mouse, you've got to peel them off and then stick them back on. You've got residue, you've got to clean off. No longer, just buy, snap on, and away you go. So we think this is the world's most advanced gaming mouse, and it's a truly revolutionary product.